Good evening. Our news summary for this Monday, the 10th of November. The President of the Republic, Dr. Patrick Emini, will address the National Assembly this Friday, the 14th of November at 5 p.m. The address will be live on SBC2, Radio Sicile, SBC's, and the National Assembly's YouTube channels. The Minister for Tourism and Culture, Amanda Bernstein, has held her first bilateral meeting on the sideline of the 26th session of the United Nations Tourism General Assembly taking place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Minister Bernstein is accompanied by the Principal Secretary for Tourism, Shirin Francis.
Minister Bernstein met the UN Tourism Secretary General-elect Sheikha Al-Nouri of the UAE, who made history as the first woman nominated to lead UN Tourism, a UN agency responsible for the promotion of responsible, sustainable, and universally accessible tourism. She was elected during the 123rd session of the Executive Council in Segovia, Spain, in May this year, and will be appointed at the 26th General Assembly. Discussions emphasized tourism longevity, sustainable practices, and strengthened collaboration with UN tourism. Minister Bernstein also highlighted Seychelles' upcoming role as the host of the 69th UN Tourism Regional Commission for Africa meeting next year, reaffirming the nation's commitment to advancing regional tourism progress.
The authority that supervises the post office and courier services says that the law to set up postal addresses for each household remains to go before the Cabinet of Ministers. You will recall that there has been a pilot project in Bouvalon which went quite well. The chief executive of the postal regulator, Nedi Pareashi, says the pilot phase has shown the concerned entities the best way to move forward with the national project. Roads are set to be used as a base for the system. The Ministry of Employment and Human Resource Planning launches its program for Safety Week. In this program, a group of students on the TVET program visited the Fire and Rescue Services Agency, where they learned the safety measures in place at the agency. They also learned the best practices for safety, especially in working conditions, as they would soon be taking up employment. They were shown procedures for when there's an emergency. The Fire and Rescue Services Agency asks members of the public to continuously take their responsibility in their homes for the prevention. The Safety Week program continues with a Human Resources Forum and a Health and Safety Award. For the safety and welfare of SBC, it's important that their employees take care of their mental and physical health and prioritize healthy eating as they work under a lot of pressure. It is for that reason that SBC organized a Health Awareness Day, where each section brought a healthy food dish to promote its importance. Employees also had the opportunity to test their blood pressure, diabetes, and eyes for free, courtesy of Dr. Murthy's Medical and Gastro Clinic. SBC also organized a series of talk sessions, including a talk for colleagues to gain a greater understanding of what menopause is and how it affects the female body. Mukta Benoiton and her team, who work under the health section of the Wizita Foundation, were also there to share what they do to raise awareness about menopause.
Due to a lot of feedback from the community, we realized that there was a very big gap in giving information and support about menopause. We had a first presentation which was very successful. Then we were asked for a second presentation with the Ansarayal district, and then now we are planning to do another presentation in Pralay as soon as it is possible. And it is menopause is not a disease, it is a part of our lifestyle and it affects everyone. It affects our wellness, it affects our mental health, it affects our way the women progress into different diseases after that. And if you take care of it today, or if you educate people more about it, then it is it's better managed. The women are able to cope with it better. Plus, there is a lot of hype and different stories about menopause, which is not really true. So we wanted to come and give more education, talk about hormone replacement therapy, talk about not wanting to do hormone replacement therapy, talking about what are the effects of menopause. So that is how we started. But we also do other health work. Like recently we did cancer support group meeting. So we invited a bunch of people who are suffering from cancer, and we just had a get together to give them support and provide them a few things that they need, provide them a little advice from doctors.
Work to stabilize the large rock at Kona started today. The Risk and Disaster Division, DRMD, in partnership with the Seychelles Infrastructure Agency, SIA, provided details on the work. This follows a report that DRMD received from the administrator of the district, and following an investigation, DRMD found that the site should be placed under the Selby Hill stabilization project. With a big rock which is just standing on another boulder, the Risk and Disaster Division is starting work on the site after they met with residents in the area to explain how the work will be undertaken. This project is being carried out in collaboration with the Seychelles Infrastructure Authority because of their technical expertise to mitigate potential threats of landslides that may occur on the property. Michael Evnor, a senior engineer at SIA, explains on how work is going to start.
Well, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to clean underneath this rock because underneath is mostly empty. And because the primary problem is that it is unstable, we will be filling underneath with concrete, thereby making sure that it's stuck in place, essentially. And in front, we're going to be doing a very similar system to Lignol, where we're drilling into the rock beneath it and filling it with concrete to keep it in place. It is planned to take approximately 5 days, but of course, if there are delays due to rain or any other things, it could take a little bit longer. But we don't imagine it'll take too long. It's a relatively fast job.
The inmate Jefferson Marie, who escaped from the Montagne Posée prison on the 31st of October, has been recaptured. According to a communique from the Seychelles police, the inmate was apprehended this morning at Ensopin after a joint coordinated operation by the Seychelles police and the prison service. And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. Next on SBC's local cultural production, Quintapi.